Hey, it is gorgeous out here. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm out here in Surprise, Arizona. I just finished having a breakfast meetings with these ladies, and we had an amazing meeting. And I thought I'd go ahead and do it out here in this beautiful area. So let me know right in the chats where it is that you are tuning in from. I'd love to be able to see that and see if we have any connections to that place. So while you're doing that, I want to tell you about the topic I have for today, my aha moment that I want to share with you. And I would ask you, wouldn't you agree that sometimes when things are so unfamiliar to us that we don't even give it a chance or an opportunity to even see how it could actually help us out, right? Especially when we can't see it and see the long run and how it's going to make a difference in our lives. I'll give you a couple of examples that I'm sure you can appreciate. Number one is the internet, just how we're communicating right now. When we were introduced to the internet many years ago, we didn't know how much we were going to need this today. Hey, Tom, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate you tuning in. Well, we didn't know how the internet was going to change our lives. We just heard of it, but we didn't experience it. Hey, I see you, Frank. Thank you so much, right? The other thing is, think about the first time that you heard about you could actually Cash App or Zelle somebody. Who the heck would have thought that was a possibility? But it is. And that was so scary because you know what? Currency and money, that's our livelihood, right? That's our currency, right? And how we live. And to be able to think that you could transfer it and nothing can get messed up. Yeah. So that was unfamiliar, but we embraced it, right? And then the other thing. Hey, I can't see who just gave me the hearts and the thumbs up, but thank you guys so much. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if this is your first time seeing me on here, I want you to go ahead and put 1 because you're the number 1. Hey, Melinda, out here in Phoenix, loving the weather, aren't you? Before you go back up to that North Dakota cold. So anyway, here. I'm talking about things that are unfamiliar, but we've learned to embrace them. And I was just talking about Cash App and Zelling people, right? That was so foreign. And then the last thing is thinking about how we can actually utilize our phones, right? To swipe up, down, to do all the different things that we didn't know of. So science and technology is our friend. We agree with that, right? So why is it so hard to appreciate and understand that when science and technology get together and they figure out how simple water is, out here as a resource, natural resource, and we know it's amazing and perfect for our body because that's how we get our nutrients. We drink water daily. People even have to put mixes and powders in there so that they can have flavored water. That's how important water is to be able to travel our system. So with this company that I'm with, the science and technology figured out that if water is the most bioavailable way that we can actually give nutrients into our bodies and our cells, why wouldn't we want to do that? And that's exactly what they did. Now, one of the things besides the technology and getting natural absorption, just like water does with our body, right, into our system, they wanted to make it simple. So instead of having powders, oils, shakes, mixes, all the other stuff that you have to combine to put into your body, to digest it, to go into the gut, which people are talking about gut health and mixing with other medications, why go all through that when there's a simple solution? So simple as when I talk about getting my Swish on. There's actually 2 different products here. One has CBD and CBG in it without any THC, and that's very important to me and important to people who need something that's going to help them at the medicinal level, meaning it's going to help your body and give it what it needs because that's what our bodies are designed for, right? And then also the cellular nutrition, which is going to help us regenerate our cells. Isn't that what we all want? So the scientists figured out when we take water and they're able to nanosize these natural ingredients, all the vitamins and the minerals and the nootropics, adaptogens and omegas, all the stuff that we're taking, all these different bottles of pills and stuff that we take. And if you can combine it into 1 teaspoon, that gives you 92 to 95 ingredients, why wouldn't you want to? It's just like when you were thinking about the internet and thinking, how can that actually help me? Or thinking about Cash Apping and Zelling somebody, how simple that is. Or the fact that we can utilize our phones to do so many different things that we can't live without the day. This is the same thing. A better way to be able to take your daily nutrition and have it work for you. Even if you can't see it right away, maybe it's the fact that you're being proactive with your overall health, or maybe you have some health challenges. This has definitely helped. And we've had some great proven resources, as well as myself and the myriad of the people throughout the world who are utilizing this product. So if you've heard me talk about getting your swish on, this is what I'm talking about. And let me just show you real quick. Just like water, this is what it looks like. It tastes a whole lot better, I can guarantee it. But it's like that. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Now, you would normally swish that around for a minute. I've already gotten my serving for the day, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of extra. So I'm going to suggest, if you're like, well, I don't know which one to take. Well, I take both of them, and so many of us do. But if you're wanting to go ahead and get started, just know that if you have trouble with anxiety or stress, or you have any aches or discomforts, or you have trouble sleeping, this is definitely one that you want to go ahead and take. Now, there are other advantages for this, but this is this main one. On this one, when we're talking about ageless, we're talking about treating our aging as a disease. The World Health Organization said it back in 2018. There have been doctors and scientists who have also proven that. And so when we give our bodies the nutrients that it actually wants, then we are actually having optimal care. Hey, so there's so many different things coming through here. I appreciate that. It makes sense. What a great delivery system. Absolutely, because that's what it's designed for, right? Well, you're drinking water, so why not take it with the nutrients that we need to help replenish and restore, right? Frank, you have great testimonials. I appreciate you saying that the products are wonderful. Go ahead and put in the chat how it's helped you out. I know that you've had some things where you've had some aches and discomfort, so go ahead and put that in there. Let people know who are not sure of it and who are saying, you know what, this is so unfamiliar, I don't know if it's for me. It is for you. And I'll tell you why it's for you. Because, as I mentioned, when science and technology get together, and you have 4 scientists that have 9 PhDs among them, and they're able to come up with an amazing product to help each individual person with what their body is needing and going through, you can't help but win. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I thought I'd go ahead and share this beautiful day out here with you. And when things are so unfamiliar, go ahead and take a moment and think about how it could actually line up with your lifestyle and your purpose. And here, talking about getting your swish on, there's 2 different products here. And then there's also a special BOGO, buy one, get one, meaning you buy one of these and you're going to get a free product of your choice. And I can explain that a little bit further. All you got to do is just comment in there. So, yeah, let me see. Barbara, thank you so much for tuning in. Tom says absorption is what takes the ingredients viable. I can't read. I got the sun glaring on there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you didn't comment where you're tuning in from, go ahead and put that down. And if you have any personal stories to go ahead and share, let other people know how this has actually changed your life. Because when you're unfamiliar with something, the best thing that you can do is learn more about it. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and direct message me and say you saw this live here. Go ahead and put the number 11 in there because I'm on here at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and so will our team members throughout the week, giving you different information, different stories, and content on how this just may be unfamiliar to you right now, but once you get on board, you can never go back. All right. Tom says he's on the age list, and his bio age, 8.8 years younger. And what does that mean? That means that your cells are replenishing, rejuvenating, getting rid of all of the garbage and all the stuff that's in there to help us live longer. Just like the World Health Organization and Dr. David Sinclair, who is not affiliated with our company, but he said that aging is a treatable disease. And when you give the body the nutrients that it needs to help it survive, especially when we get older and we start losing all of that, if we can replenish that at the cellular level where we need it and where things make a difference and change happens, you can't go wrong there, right? All right, 70 degrees in Maine. You're getting up there. Awesome. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to go. I didn't realize I muted myself. I was just saying, have a good one. You're on Doing the Most with Danya, and I look forward to connecting with you in your comments and helping you get started on something that was unfamiliar, how it can be such a familiar new way for your daily nutritional needs. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.